Tomorrow I would be heading for Coimbatore to take a flight back to Hyderabad and Chandigarh. So as it is in the current trip, where I'm to come back again, not to say adieu or bye-bye to these tea gardens, but it was a very, very momentous and touching souls type trip. And I thought I should spend my evening before my departure here in these tea gardens where my wife and I, we had our first walk in Coonoor on 5th last week. Here, what touches me most is these beautiful cattle and the bells in their necks, giving a small resonating sound. Tiny birds here and there. Here, my family lives very close by, behind this house. A little house is away. It has been a trip like no other trip ever. No other trip ever. The tea gardens, I'm told the life of these tea gardens is always around 100 years. So they need to be replenished and replanted. But we have been to a tea factory in Ooty, and we have seen how the tea is manufactured and given various essences. We have got a chocolate tea and a masala tea with us to carry. Lots of other memories of Coimbatore and Ooty. And the army lifestyle, the army thrills, the army system we saw in Coonoor Cantonment, in the Wellington Institute, was a lesson in itself, a great lesson in itself. Seeing the Chanokitic rocks at the base of these tea plants, a geologist always a geologist. The tea plantation over the topsoil generated by Mother Nature out of these charnokites makes me feel the tree we will drink will have some traces, some nourishing traces from this rock, which is different hues and textures, different types of structures. These rocks are given very fertile soils, and have a look at it. Was a big feeling for me. In fact, I never had the chance to spend so much time in the Charnokites. I'd seen tea gardens in Munnar, but I never had the chance to have a look at the rocks there so closely. understand all this terrain, like the eastern coast has huge blocks of huge landscape in all architecture, out of the Kondalites, all temples, including Jagannath Puri, they have the massive heritage stone called Kondalite being used, named after the Kond tribes, and the Stanokite, which is exposed here and used in all these houses of Brooklands, this locality, part of the Kunur area, and part of the Ooty district of Tamil Nadu. So, peninsular India is a stable landscape. Landscape evolves, but stable in the sense it's tectonically stable, seismically stable. The houses built there are sometimes affected by the massive landslide, but like it happened in Wayanad, but by and large, the landscape is stable, no major quakes, unless some very, very deep-seated quakes originating from hundreds or 1,000 kilometers deep down. We have a stable landscape with safe structures. That's what makes peninsular India, with houses I consider safer than the houses in Mussoorie, Shimla, Nainital, Srinagar, Garhwal, Ranikhet, etc., etc. The basic difference in the hill habitat, the hill ecosystem of this area, which gives you height is almost same as Shimla, Ooty is higher, almost near to Kufri, but the dynamic, ever-rising youngest mountain, that's Himalaya, and this peninsular shield, the Chanokites, Kondalites of the Dharwarian Creton, and obviously these beautiful, super beautiful. This is, in fact, the ideal time to do photography because of the light conditions. And I'm told if I come again after sunset, the glow of the sunset would be visible across in the west. As yet, my main focus is the quiet beauty, a place for solitude, a place for introspection, a place for enjoyment. And my focus, my aim is capturing it for my family, friends, old students, and all those who are in our Facebook groups and social media and on YouTube, my audiences. Small musical sounds of birds, small birds, dogs, there, the sun is not yet ready to go, but giving out right light conditions for the chat today. So, Brooklands, I'm looking forward to the morning walk, long morning walk with our Captain Sunil Anand, the adventure traveler, the daredevil seeker of new areas, testing his body on cycle, playing out music in the hearts, and there he comes. The tall young man coming there is drinking water, is Captain Sunil Anand. Here I'm going to sit with him, look back at all his travels and all his communications with public and all his experiments enjoying Mother Nature.